What's going on, guys, and welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars. You know, coming off Valentine's Day, you know, if shoe fits, wear it. I'll be honest with you, I missed my calling. I should have been a Baptist preacher. I should have been. One, I look really good in dress clothes. Two, I just get something weighing on my heart. And it just, like, I feel like I need to talk to you guys about it. And this is kind of a double-edged sword kind of story. There's no right or wrong, but I want you to listen. Give me 10 minutes. I'm gonna make you laugh. I'm gonna make you think. What are you worth? What do you mean, Rob? What do you mean, what am I worth? What are you worth? What do you bring to the table? What's your skill set? Pondering? Do you have an answer? I was riding in the car this morning, jamming out, and the first thing that popped in my mind, coming off Valentine's Day, and it tickles me, all the sweet pictures and all that stuff, and all the hot Valentine's dates, and all that, and I love it. I do. I love it. I'm a romantic at heart. I love stuff like that. But ain't it cool when you know the other side of the story? Yeah, you know, you and your girl are hot this week. 2 weeks ago, she was talking about how big a shitbag you were on Facebook, or, you know, she was over here. She was this guy. She was on a hot date with this guy last week, or she was in my DMs just yesterday. That word, and that 4-letter word, gets more people in trouble, worse than any bad 4-letter word. Love, 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 love. And I love saying it. I say it all the time. But it's true. And I know somebody's going to say, Rob, haven't you been divorced a couple times? Shouldn't you be giving love advice? Yes. But I'm going to tell you in the words of a good preacher friend of mine, if you want to talk to somebody about their worth or about relationships, do you want a guy that's never been with a woman in his life? Just like if you were having a drinking problem, do you want to talk to somebody that's never took a drink? So you got a drug problem. You want to talk to somebody that's never been down that road, that's never tried anything? No. Experience and life build this skill set into people. And I'm going to tell you right now, I may not know everything to make a relationship work, but I sure as hell know a lot of things to break one. Moving on. But you see these guys that fall in love with girls, and you see these girls that fall in love with guys. It goes both ways. I'm going to pick on audience. What are they bringing to the table? What are they worth? And I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to definitely hit on some that's probably going to give me some dirty text messages. But like you got, you know, this guy's madly in love with this girl. She's cute. You know, it's whatever. But at the end of the day, cute don't pay the bills. You know what I mean? That's the thing. Like, what else does she do other than take really good selfies with a Snapchat filter? That doesn't work in real life. You know that. That's just social media. It's just on your cell phone. Her eyes really aren't that big. Her skin is really not that smooth. You see what I'm getting at? What is she bringing? Well, I get good loving. Well, I won't fail a little secret. You can't pay your bills with that shit. Newsflash, you can pretty much get that anywhere. You know that. That's, you know what I'm saying? So that tickles me. So when I see these guys like that, they always want to talk to me about it. You know, I can take care of this girl. Take care of this little girl. She's just hot. She's this. She's just this. That don't take care of you when you're sick, though. You know, that's not there to comfort you when something bad happens. That's not there for anything that life throws at you, which it's going to. It's inevitable. You're going to hit a curve. Shit's going to jump the tracks. Feel better? No, you don't. Need somebody with a little brain. Something my dad used to tell me all the time back in the day. That was the world's worst. Cute face, blonde hair drove me nuts. My dad told me, he said, sooner or later, son, you got to talk to him. And I promise you, if you really think about that, that's saying, you know, it's funny, it's whatever. But there's a lot of truth into that. And that goes for the girls too. You get a lot of these girls get chasing these little Insta-ho boys and Twitter bandits, or not Twitter bandits, damn it, Tinder bandits. You know what I'm saying? That's a thing now. Yeah, that's a story for another time. But you know what I mean? These guys, they're posting little videos. I'm sad, and all I want to do is find a good girl. Really? You're telling me you shot a video saying, I'm looking for a good girl, batting your little eyelashes, and all. I mean, really? Really? Grow up, dude. You're as thirsty as, I mean, God. Like, I just want to choke the shit out of people like that. Like, what is wrong with you? You know, I mean, it's a scream for help. But it's not a scream for the help he's asking for. No, this needs to talk to someone with a degree in psychology. Maybe a few of them. Moving on. But you got to think about that. And I know I crack a lot of jokes, but you got to think, what are these people bringing to the table? Now let's stop this one to go to this side of it. It's not just, romantic relationships. How about business relationships? I'll give you a perfect example. Me and Matt got a relationship. It ain't like that. But you know what? We got a relationship. You know what I do? I sit down, I look into these damn cameras, I do my thing. You know what? When he turns them son of bitches off, that's when he does his. He makes this presentable, puts it together, boom. You know what happens? Magic. One, I get paid, his mortgage gets paid. Boom, done, problem solved. That's bringing things to the table. At the end of the day, I do my side, he does his side, we make video magic. That's a good relationship. It's all about give and take. And you got to keep an eye on that because it changes. Whether it's a business relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a family member, you got to keep an eye on that because people will use you. And I'm going to tell you something, and I've learned this the hard way. That shit will wear you down. And probably the moral of this story. One, know your worth. Know what you're bringing to the table. And I'll be honest with you, if they want to come eat at the table with you, they need to be dragging up just as much. And I'm not saying, well, she needs to make this much money or he needs to do this. No, it's not like that. Because everything's valued differently. Everybody has different skill sets. Just don't put too much value in things that fade. Just like when I'm buying, if I'm buying a car off a guy, if it was built last week, it's all built kind of, to the times, and everything's popular. Well, you got that hot rod that was built 20 years ago. It's a little out of date. You're not going to pay as much for that. You can't put as much value into it. And that's the thing you got to understand. You need to invest in timeless things. You got to invest in things that are going to be good 5 years from now. Snapchat selfies, that ain't paying shit. That's like wet dope. That shit won't sell. You've got to have more than that. I'm going to tell you something, same preacher friend told me, he's talking about looks. And he said, we are like a head of lettuce. I was like, what are you talking about? I said, we're perishable. And, the wheels of time keep turning. You ain't gonna always be the cutest thing on the block. So you need to bring a little more to the table than that. And the sooner you realize those wheels of time will roll across your face. I promise you. This old dog used to be a pup too. And I laugh, but back to the moral of the story. Evaluate yourself. Know your worth. Know what you're bringing. Maybe you need to step your game up. But then in the same token, all these other people that you're involved with, relationship, business, who you work for, whatever, friends, maybe they need to step theirs up or they need to find somewhere else to play ball. Little food for thought here at the RUC. Guys, we'll catch you next time.
At Rabbit's Used Cars.
At Rabbit's Used Cars. This one. Not this one, or this one, this one. Welcome to Rabbit's Used Cars.